Hello, my friends. It's me, KP. Guess where I am? I'm here in my studio, The Moon and the Maker, home of Art Foamies, and I'm here for ArtFoamies Fun Friday, Halloween edition. I got a new t-shirt and a few new crow's feet just for Halloween to celebrate. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Well, not really. Puffer is here. You get the gold star. Welcome. Christina is here. Cindy, Linda, Catherine. Oh my goodness. Cindy Sharp is here. Cecilia. Sharon is here. Bernadette. Joni. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see you. Deb Peak is here. M. So my baby is here joining us for ArtFoamies Fun Friday. M is my youngest, and they are here to just join in the ArtFoamies fun. And Maxie Moon is going out, and so M is here taking her place for tonight. Not that all my kids aren't welcome. I think Mr. Moon's going to be here too. So thanks for coming on, M. Nice to have you here. M is going to help field questions. And just like I said, join us for ArtFoamies Fun. Deb is here. Noah's mama. Welcome. Who else? Karen is here. Yes, don't you love my shirt? Oh my gosh, I wish I could say I stamped it, but it's from Target. But I just loved it. Terry Moore is here. Cecilia, Ashley, hello. Oh my goodness, we have a great crowd tonight. So excited. Mystic Images is here. And let's see. Seekin Ireland. Welcome. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Here you go. Let's see. Yes, thanks for the warm welcome. If anybody has any questions at all throughout the live, just, type them in, and I don't always pay attention, granted, because I'm usually doing a makey. But Mr. Moon and M will field questions. We will be having a drawing tonight. I'm going to show you some new art foamies and some stuff that we have recently just come out with. We are going to be doing some makeys. I'm all over the place with trick or treats, mostly treats. Sherry is here. Pam is here. I do have one extra special thing I'd like to tell you all. Oh, Heather Bailey. She says, I feel like I've never left. Yeah, well, that's a great feeling, right? We love hanging out and being makey. Orange Spiral Arts is here. So I just want to let you all know that each and every one of you are invited to our after party tonight. Normally, our after party is for my patrons. However, we are opening it up to all of you so that you can come and visit with our special guest. We're not going to talk about the special guest yet, okay? Maybe you've already figured it out. I don't know, but we'll talk about that more later. I have lots of other stuff to share with you first. We are offering a special. I'll talk about that. We did reopen the Halloween pop-up for a brief weekend for those of you who maybe didn't get your Halloween stamps that you wanted. So I know a lot of people asked for, for things that they missed. So please go grab them, and you can get them for USA free shipping with a $35 purchase. No code necessary, okay? So I'm going to turn the camera around, and I am going to start sharing with you some of our new art foamies. A few, yes, I admit, more self-indulgence on my part, but I think you'll be happy that I did. And let's see, I'm trying to read the questions too, so sorry about that. Let me turn this camera around because I have so many things to talk about and share with you. I know it's going to seem like I'm just maybe throwing spaghetti against the wall, but sometimes we just have so many things going on that is what happens. Excuse me. Okay, so again, I wanted to just remind you that we did, as of today, reopen our Halloween pop-up. So if you missed any of your favorite stamps from some of your favorite artists and mine, remember Red Tin Roof had some special images. Wendy Aspinall from Bliss Angel Studio, Keisha Devaney, Megan Quinlan, Danita Art, and who am I forgetting? Myself. And it seems like I'm forgetting somebody. I do it every time. So Danita, Sunny Carvalho. Yes, that's everybody. Okay, so we had, again, I'm just going to repeat it again. Danita Art, Wendy Aspinall, Sunny Carvalho, Keisha Devaney, me, KP, Red Tin Roof, also known as Alana DeFortier, and Megan Quinlan. So if you missed any of their wonderful stamps, please make sure to go grab them because we're only opening it for the weekend. It will close at midnight on Halloween, okay? So, and as will the free shipping end, okay? I'm having a little trouble with my autofocus, so give me just a second to fix that up here for you. I'm so sorry. I thought I already did that, but obviously I did not. How does that look? Does it look okay to everybody? All right, let's see. Just reading. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's see. You guys are funny. I'm not going to read those comments. It's just getting me all sidetracked. Okay, a couple of the new releases that we just released. Remember, just a couple weeks ago, we came out with some fantastic new imagery from Julie Balzer. Okay, I used it to create, I hope all of you got a chance to see this. I used all of her new, not all, but some of her new images to create my October folder. Okay, this is just my sort of folder that I keep the things that I, or I try to keep some of the things that I do within the month. Okay, so I used all of the, I don't know if you recall, on the night of her launch, I stamped these out. And then for this folder, I just took all those pieces, cut them up, and collaged them right on the cover. And see, I still have quite a few bits and pieces left. Okay, so that was a fun thing. Oh my goodness. Last week, we came out with some imagery from Elizabeth St. Hilaire. And we did a little demo using her butterflies and winged things is what we called it. She did butterflies and moths and some beetles, and we really had fun with that. Did stamp this out, okay? And as you can see, this is just layer 1. So I just started having a little bit of fun using some of my Derwent sticks or some of my watercolor crayons to start bumping up the layers, okay? And here you can also see that I did use one of the little circles from Julie Balzer's Bauhaus set. I kept saying it wrong. I think I kept saying Bauhaus, but maybe it's Bauhaus. I don't know. Anyway, I used a little of my Moon Glow yellow, or my extra bright Moon Glow ink to just stamp the little circles. And then I thought we'd just do one of these together. I'm not going to finish the whole dang thing, but I wanted to share with you sort of the process just because it's fun. And I have been using her wings in a little bit different way, which I'm going to get to. I thought just to share some of these things with you, to bring the imagery, to the forefront. And of course, we are still going to make a little paper doll with the wings and things. All right. So here I have them again stamped out. This is pretty nice watercolor paper. It's, I believe it's like 90-pound Fabriano, which I do love to use this just to stamp on and do mixed media. Watercolor is great, but a couple of the reasons why I love it is because it's so user-friendly. Like I can just keep layering over the top of this paper and get beautiful results. If I make a mistake, it's easy to fix, as I'm going to share with you here. And it's also wonderful if you do want to cut and collage, okay, because it's still, it's not too heavy. So that's one of the reasons I love using it. Here, I haven't been very careful. I've just been really loose and, sort of smooshy with my washes. Here, I had stamped one of Elizabeth's moths, okay? And then I stamped one of her other bugs right above it, and it looked weird. It was just placed wrong. It literally looked like one bug was flying up the butt of another bug. I don't know how else to say it. So all I did was re-stamp the same bug right over the top, okay? You can see that here. And then I used a little bit of Jane Davenport's Layer Cake paint in white, And I just sort of went over that because, you know, it's going to be fine. It's going to recede into the background. I am going to end up layering some other color over this. So it's going to be terrific. Okay, and then you can just take some of your watercolor crayons or Derwent sticks. You know, let's see what I have here. I do have just a sort of a fun mishmash. I did just get these aqua pastels recently. These also are from the Jane Davenport line, and I have some Neo colors in here and some Derwent sticks, Derwent ink tints, just to be clear. I know I've had many questions about what I'm using sometimes when I take the side of these sticks and rub them, okay, to my ArtFoamies. And generally this is what I like to use because they have that nice flat side, right? But I also do like the crayons, and you can mix and match. Let's see, I want this kind of bright green, maybe a little more chartreusey color. And yeah, we'll just go for that for now. I'm just going to take, I guess, again, some of my crayons, and we're going to outline a bit. Let's try to switch up some of the colors. I hope that you all have been following Julie Balzer and watching her create her magic with her Bauhaus set. And I hope also that you all got a chance to see Elizabeth St. Hilaire's video that she shared just today with her Wings and Things sets, because she did a great unboxing video, and she's always just so fun to watch and very engaging. So I hope you had a chance. Oops, I got a little carried away with my pressure there. You know, I feel like I need a little pink, so I'm gonna, no, that might be not really the right color. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I think that first one may be the winner. Anyway, I just had loads of fun layering right over the tops of these. Okay, and then let's put a little yellow in these eyes. And then we'll go around with a wet brush. You can also mix and match watercolors right back over the top. Just love the translucency and the way some of the underlayers still showed through. I like I'm pretty sure actually the base color for this might have been a mixture of this layer cake paint and one of my Derwent sticks. Again, lots of mixing and matching happening. And I am gonna take a little white. Again, it's a nice opaque white. And smush a little bit. I hope the lighting seems okay in here. Now I am going to take a little bit of watercolor. I think I want some teal, little teal, and I am going to just go around a bit. And you know, I'll end up doing this over the whole thing so that hopefully when I'm done, and I am going to just use the sort of extra wash going around there. But anyway, when I'm all the way done painting this whole backside, hopefully I'm thinking that I'm going to finish this off, and I'm going to make myself another little folder, little fodder folder. I use them all the time, and you know, I am doing so many different you know, demos and trying to keep track of so many different collections that I end up loving making all these. One thing I wanted to mention is that the Moon Glow dye inks, have a little bit of resist to them. So that's kind of a fun thing too. You can take and just sort of use your colors right around there. And, you know, it's not going to resist completely, but it has a little bit of, I don't know, it's not fully a dye type ink. It's more, I don't know, it has some sort of property in it that's a little bit oily almost. Don't forget, you know, I love, love, love layering. And so, you know, I may even go back in right over the top of some of these with, you know, even like a paint marker. So if I wanted to put back in some nice sort of white highlights, I could do that as well. So it's sort of a bigger surface. So, you know, maybe I end up using a little bit larger of a brush. I don't know. This, since I was just working on, you know, these sort of isolated areas, I figured this was okay. All right, and again, you know, any little smushes or things that you don't like, you can take your thirsty brush. And a thirsty brush is basically just a clean brush that has a little bit of water to it. It isn't a dry brush. It's sort of a moistened, clean brush, and you can use that to, you know, pull some of the color back out, or some of your washes if they get away from you a little bit. Okay, so I like the way that looks, and I will keep going, and pretty soon all these sort of flat layers that you see will begin to sort of, you know, have a lot more depth and a lot more oomph, you know. And then sometimes take some of this again and deepen. And you can also go in and you know, put more details back over the top, even if you are called to, you know, so called to do so. This one I do. I think I want a little yellow here, and a little here too. So that's how I play, and I thought I would just share that with you because I know that so many of you purchased Elizabeth's wings and things, and so I thought that would be fun to share my work in progress. Do I seal it when it's done? No, you can, okay? If I did want to seal this, I probably would just take a spray, maybe even like a workable fixative, if it is something that you're going to be handling, okay? But generally, watercolors, I really don't. And you know, like with some exceptions, if I'm going to send them through the mail, you know, you may want to spray it. Again, if it's going to be handled quite a lot, maybe you want to spray it. But of course, that's the best way to handle your watercolors or anything that is movable, because you're not going to want to varnish on it with a brush or anything like that, right? Because it'll pull the color. All right. Gouache cakes or pans by Karen Dash compared to the Jane. Nancy says, wonder how the gouache cakes or pans by Karen Dash compared to the Jane Davenport layer cakes. So I cannot answer that question because I've never tried gouache cakes before. That I am really aware of. I may have tried some here or there. Mostly all the gouaches I have tried are in a tube, okay, which are a little bit different. So that is something that you're going to have to either, you know, maybe ask Jane, or you know, just get a couple and experiment, or just look into it. I would say, just based on my experience, and probably, you know, like look at price point, okay, and you know, just do a little research, because you know, Karen Dash is, I think, I don't want to misspeak, but I think Karen Dash is a little bit, you know, considered a fine art, you know, more of a fine art supply. I don't know where Jane's line really stands, you know, as far as that. Okay. So, you know, that's all I know. Anyway, I can make mush of this if I just keep going. So I'm going to stop for now on this. Again, when I finish this, which I will over the next few days, I'll take pictures and or share it with you next week. Okay? So I'm going to set that aside. And while we're speaking of wings and things, and we've also been talking paper dolls because, as you know, my friend Megan Quinlan has an amazing paper doll class. I know lots and lots of mixed media artists online. Paper dolls are sort of trending. I think the reason why is because so many of us have done all sorts of faces and, sort of like busts and just, I don't know, it just seems like sort of a natural progression. Obviously, too, it's something that we've all enjoyed, throughout the years. Paper dolls are always something that, are just sort of out there in, um, the creative world, right? In lots of different ways. So, not surprising that it's coming around. And I have been, sort of doing, I don't know the word. That's it. Iterations of paper dolls for a while. And so the other day I was just, again, doodling around. I pulled out a few of my faces, my trio of girls. Here they are. And these are three faces that I really love and have loved them since I created them. They're cute, they're fun, they're a little bit different. I like the size. And so I thought, oh, these would be really fun. I want to see if they work with Elizabeth's wings and things. So I literally just, I'm going to show you the first one I did. I just stamped really quickly. And I don't know how many of you do follow me on Instagram or follow us on Instagram, but I did post a quick little reel there of making one of the paper dolls. This is the first one I did as a test, okay? And I thought, oh gosh, that is so cute. Let me try it again, see if I can do it again as quickly and as efficiently. And I did her as a reel, okay? So that was my second one. And then the other day in Daily Heart, I did one for my patrons, okay? And I thought, wow, so let me try it now. Taking it kind of a little step further, I guess you could say, with the larger butterfly wings and the last and final face, okay? So I thought, well, that'll be a fun thing to do with all of you here as a little quick minky. So here you can see, oh, you know what? I need to grab a longer piece of watercolor paper. Oh, I'm just going to use, I already have it stamped out here a couple times. I'm just going to use one of these sort of kids watercolor paper, okay? I'm going to take her, I'm going to spritz her with my water bottle. I'm going to take a color, I'm just going to go ahead and use my dark, I think it's a black. I don't know. I can't sometimes tell the color, but this is a dark color. I'm going to use that Derwent stick. I'm going to give her another spritz. And I actually am, because I don't want that bottom line to print, I'm going to hold a Post-it note there while I stamp her. Oh, and I might have smeared. Oops. Oh, well. You'll see. It's okay. Bernadette, oh no, that's okay. That worked out okay. The small crayons from Jane that I'm using are the Aqua Pastels. And all of her stuff is packaged so cute. Oh my gosh, just love it. I followed Jane for a long time, I will tell you, but I started falling in love with her, well, with her layer cakes, and when I saw her color wheels, I don't know, and I don't have one yet, I just ordered them, but then I messaged her and she was so sweet to send me some to try. And then I actually bought these from one of my friends, had some that she didn't want, so I bought these from her, but I love them. Maybe she already had some. I don't think she would have sold me her only set. Anyway, okay. So here I have, I hope I answered your question. I know I'm so easily distracted. Okay, so here I have her stamped out. I have also made a little mask out of Post-its, okay? And the way I did that, I just stamped her face on a Post-it, cut it out, and then I took another Post-it and made it a little elongated so that I could stamp those other wings right over the top. And then you can of course choose any wings of any of the ones that you want. Okay, maybe you want a moth, maybe you want a butterfly, maybe you want her to have beetle wings. I don't know. But this is the one I have, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Well, I mean, I have all of them. I'm not going to lie, I have all of them, but this is the one I have handy. So again, for just this being quick and quicker, faster, I'm going to use my Derwent sticks again. Okay, I don't know how beautiful that's going to look, but we're going to be hopeful. I'm going to put a little yellow on there too to hopefully brighten it up a bit. Okay, and then one thing you want to kind of be aware of, I don't really want that going on the side of her face. It might be a little whiter, so those are kind of things you just have to pay attention to. So maybe I just, again, block that off with a little Post-it, okay? Oops, well, try anyway. I'll line that up and give her an old smooshy mooshy. Ooh, thank you so much, Nancy. I know a couple of people were like, oh, the wings just make it. And, you know, it was just one of those little thoughts that I had. Okay, so it didn't stamp perfectly. It's okay, right? Because we're going to take all kinds of stuff and, you know, smushy mushy. Anyway, this is one I'm going to incorporate here. A couple of the new stamps that I did for you. Again, my self-indulgence here is the Make Art Not War stamp. Okay, I don't know how many of you were here when we were having that convo about my t-shirt, but I did have to make it into a stamp, and I did. So I'm very happy with it. I like the size. I think it fits really nicely on a paper doll, but of course it would be great lots of places. I still do want to do a t-shirt. I'm still planning on it. But of course it won't be with the small stamp. It will be with the larger ArtFoamy Basic stamps. So there's that. All right. And here's one. And the reason I went ahead and made this into a stamp is because I had drawn this, and then I posted it as my cover photo, and so many people liked it and commented that they liked this image that I said, you know, I just have to make it an ArtFoamy. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stamp it here, and I'm going to use it, just, you know, I'm using it as an excuse to share the stamp with you, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in its entirety, but we're going to end up cutting most of it off, okay? This is just so you can see it stamped out. So Bernadette, they're sort of like, they're called aqua pastels, but they really are more like a crayon, a water-soluble crayon, okay? They're not pastel in the sense of like a powder pastel, but, you know, sometimes some art supplies, the same with like gouache. Like sometimes gouache is also called, you know, can be water soluble or can be acrylic based. These are just called aqua pastels because they're soft, okay? I hope that helps. Anyway, that is called danglies. Yeah, thank you, Em. Yes, they really are more like a crayon, only they're water soluble, not really wax, although they have sort of that creamy, waxy feel. Excuse me. Yes, thank you so much. Noah's mama says, I have that set of girls, so cute and versatile. So again, here you can see the basis for the paper doll. Of course, I will keep, you know, coloring. Of course, again, you can use your crayons, your whatever, your aqua pastels, you can use your layer cakes, you can use your pencil, you know, whatever you want, collage. I mean, stamps, stencils, the list is endless of what you can do to complete your doll, right? I'm not necessarily going to paint her in her entirety right now, but I will sort of just, put a layer or two. Remember, the black is water soluble still, so you have to sort of be careful when you do wash over the top that you don't move it a lot, if you don't want the face to become, muddy. But here I'm just gonna paint in a little bit there. Smush some of this some more. Let's do a little yellow. And then of course I'm just gonna use my scissors to create, her outside line. Again, I'm just gonna make sure that everybody does have the Zoom link if you would love to join us for the after party. Immediately following this live stream, we're going to go on over to a Zoom. We're going to be joined by a special guest tonight, which I'm super excited about. And you're all invited. Like I said, normally the after party is only open to my patrons, but tonight we're having a special guest and I wanted to open it up so that all of you could join in and you can see what our after parties are sort of all about. And just come hang out with us. I know it's really nice to have a special guest take time. Last week we were joined by Elizabeth St. Hilaire, and so that was really fun. And in just a bit, we'll head over. And there you have it. Again, I will continue to, layer and color and paint on her. But I just wanted to show you that you can quickly and easily, just make an entire doll, a wing doll at that, using a couple, face stamps and your Elizabeth St. Hilaire wings and things. And then, of course, lots of other great wings in our collections. I know that we have some great dragonfly wings and other butterfly wings. And so, and of course you can also make your own, collage your own, whatever, but it's super fun and I think pretty fast and effective. And so now I have all three of my girls with a lot of different wings as paper dolls. All right, perfect for our swap. We do lots of swaps in my patron group. And so that's what we have going on right now, which is why all the paper doll stuff coming from moi. All right. So that being said, let's see, where are we now? Oh my goodness. Let's see. What time is this? 4:33. Let's see. Oh, Terry. Yes. I do believe that was already shipped, but we will make sure. Thanks for asking. Also, I wanted to ask, while I'm here and thinking about it, Catherine Guerrero, are you still here? Because I wanted to ask you if you have received your Bauhaus set that you won. Yeah, the Zoom link, we will share it again. It is in Patreon. I think it's on Facebook, but we will share it again here. Okay. Yeah. All right. So those are the three stamps. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot one thing. I said three stamps. So two from me, KP, that are newly listed is the danglies. I don't know what we actually called it. I have to be honest. Maxie Moon's not here for me to ask. Maybe M can look that up. I don't know. Anyway, and then we have the Make Art Not War. The Make Art Not War, I really like the size of this. It's about 2 inches by about 3 1/4. The danglies are about 6 inches long by about 2.5, 6 inches, or well, wide, I guess, by about 2 1/4, something like that, long this way. We also, and this is something, not super self-indulgent because it is something I have been wanting forever, and many of you have asked. You know, we love our Art Foamy poetry sets, so we did come out, or I should say because I am the one who designed these, came out with our months, okay? Our months of the year, and it does include the 2023 and 2024 numbers, okay? So it's January through December. It's the same size as all the Art Foamy poetry, and I absolutely love it. Also, be on the watch for days of the week, and along with the words winter, spring, summer, fall. Those are also in the works. I just didn't have a chance to finish it and get it all photographed, before today. So, but I thought this would be really nice to have before the end of the year. I hope you love it as much as I do. I know that I have shared with you a lot of different times. Excuse me. Where did I put it here? Oh, I just had it in my hot little hands. And I was going to pull it out and show it to you again. But of course, I don't know what I did with it. It's the Flutterby months. Oh shoot! But it's the abbreviations. It's the same. It's the one that I used for my October. Oh shoot! I just literally had it. Oh my gosh! It must have wings and things, and it flew away because now I can't find it. But anyway, you know the deal. It's Flutterby's months of the year, and I love these two. I use them all the time. But again, they're a little bit larger, and it is just the abbreviation. So I do love having this as variety. Okay. Again, remember that if you order $35 worth or more through Halloween, it is free shipping in the USA. Okay. So super excited about that. All right. Okay. Let's take a few minutes. Does anybody have any questions at all? Yeah. Oh, it's called Dangly Doodle. Oh, I think I said that to Maxie just joking around to name it that, but she really did. Huh. Yes, that is so good. So yes, white cotton is great material for stamping. I would also say muslin is really nice. I also love to stamp on, um, materials that are a little bit, I don't know how to really say it, but less toothy, like maybe that have like a stronger weave so that it does not bleed as much. Oh, Cecilia had a question. Yes, Terry Moore, Dangly Doodle is on the Art Foamy site. And let me see. Cecilia has a question about color. What color are you using for skin tone? Yes, layer cakes. I will tell you that these little layer cakes that Jane so kindly bestowed upon me. This one is called Secret Ingredient Palette. That's the name of the palette, Secret Ingredient. And I think this is one of her tiny, like, I think she calls these like layer cake testers or something. I don't know. There's different layer cakes on her site. But this one has a lot of nice, I would say, skin tones and, neutrals. It's a very different palette, but I really, really like it. Okay, so where else? Let me see here. So yay, Catherine! I'm so happy because I thought I forgot. Look, I just want to say something. If you ever win something here and I forget, please do not be shy to remind me. Sometimes it happens. I mean, we try our hardest, but you know how it is, right? Okay. Anyway, Heather Bailey says I've stamped on a drop cloth too, and it was fun. And yes, you all know I also love stamping on raw or unstretched canvas. I really do. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to do a drawing. I love this part. I know it's maybe silly, but it's fun. For tonight, our drawing is for a set of the new months, okay? Whoever wins the drawing will win a set of months. If you have already ordered them, you're quick. But if you've already ordered them, I'll just either refund you or offer you another set of Art Foamy poetry. Okay. If 2 people get the same correct answer, I will honor 2 giveaways. If nobody gets the correct number, the person closest to it without going over will win. Okay. So you're going to have, right now it is 4:40. I am going to give you until 4:42, and then all guesses are off. Please guess a number, and you only have 1 guess. Please guess a number between 1 and 100. Go. And I'm going to be saying everybody's number out loud to make sure that, oh, yes, Catherine. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I did see that, but, Heather Bailey. Oh, well, I will send that to you second Tuesday of next week. Okay, let's see. Okay, Catherine 16, Acme Post 49, Sharon 31, Deb 27, Patty's Vintage Shop 46, Deb 49, Terry Dye 31, Joni 44, Cecilia 74, Pam Shales 52, Christina 37, Bernadette 61, Dare 26, Kathleen 55, Lisa 57, Orange Spiral Arts 88, Marilyn Kelly 14, Joni Coleman 47, Sherry Westheimer 37, Diana Quick 31, Ellen B 52, Mystic Images 97, Janice Sigmund 66, Nancy Gray 55, Heather Bailey 1, Josie 78, Linda Weber 70, Ashley Worth 13, Seahag 57, Carmen Jones 7, Terry Moore 52. Let's see. Anybody else? Oh my goodness. Anybody else? I'm giving you, okay, Terry Moore, last one, 52. It is 4:42, and ding, 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 ding. We have a winner, and you're going to laugh your booties off because and here I said free month set, okay? And the winner is Brianna, Orange Spiral Arts again, 88. Can you believe it? 2 weeks in a row. She has hit the nail on the head. Oh my goodness, you're on a lucky spree, my girl. Congratulations. I will send this to you in the mail. And also, Brianna, I have not had a chance to answer your email. Please know that the answer is yes. I'm so happy to help you with that endeavor. So I will be emailing you back, and you have won again, my friend. Woohoo! I promise we don't cheat. I promise I don't show her the number before we come live. Oh my goodness. Anyway, can you believe it? Right. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside with Brianna's name on it. Orange Spiral Arts. I want to say something else while we're here visiting. If you at any time during our live stream, you would like to share your link of your art, okay? I would love for you to do that. This is a place for you all to gather, to meet each other, to see each other's artwork, to see what you create using not only Art Foamies, but your art materials. So I really highly encourage you all to get to know each other and follow each other on your art pages, on your Instagrams, wherever that you would like. So the reason I'm mentioning this is because Orange Spiral Arts has won here twice and her name pops up, and I just want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to go over and follow her. It's followed by Diana Quick, who also has a wonderful art page. There's so many great artists here. I just don't want anybody to miss out, and that's what I want to say. All right, because there's plenty of room for all of us around here. Okay. I am going to set this aside. I want to talk a little bit about this amazing set next, okay? This is Julie Ball, and actually it's missing a piece because I forgot to stamp something on here. This is Julie Pfeiffer Balzer's set, one of her newest set of Art Foamies. Sadly, I have not played with it near as much as I would love to yet. Okay, but I am so inspired by this set. I hope, again, that all of you are following Julie, and that you're seeing... Oops, I think I just stamped the wrong side of that. There is a right and a wrong side to your Art Foamies. Now, that being said, you can use both sides of your Art Foamies, but one side generally will give a little bit better of a stamping, and it's generally the side that is has the design. However, these are just shapes. Okay, so I just messed that up, but you get the idea, right? It's the pie shape. Okay, so where was I just lost my train of thought. What I wanted to say is that I absolutely adore this set by Julie Balzer. Okay, it is absolutely amazing. I hope that you have been seeing all of her reels that she has been sharing and showing, because just beautiful stuff being done with this collection. Okay, and so I was so impressed, haha, pun intended, with Julie's Bauhaus set, that I reached out to her and I said, oh my gosh, I love it so much, and all the stuff that you're doing with it, that I really would love to do some sort of challenge. And I also would love to see you create an add-on set. So that being said, please be watching, okay? Watch all month long. I know that Julie is doing it as part of her Printtober sort of, celebration. Let me pull these back out. I don't want you to stare at a blank piece of paper here. And I do want to also show you the only things I have really done with it. And I know many of you saw me create some of this, during the launch. However, this is really as far as I've gotten using these images. But you don't really need me, because you have Julie showing you her brilliance every day with those reels, okay? So, again, that being said, I have put the bug in her ear, so to speak, to create an additional set. But we are going to be doing a Bauhaus challenge in the month of January. I know I'm telling you very prematurely because I just want you to be aware. I want you to make sure you get your hands on the Bauhaus set, so that you can play around with them and experiment and just see, the amazing stuff that you can do with this limited set of shapes, okay? So, and the reason why I wanted to tell you all about this right now is because if you come over to our after party, we are going to be joined by Julie. Okay, she's our special guest tonight. And I know it's kind of funny because we kind of got it all backwards. We just had a lot of new new launches from some of your favorite artists, of course, including Julie, including Elizabeth. And so some of the guest spots, I guess you could say, got a little wonky because, like, Julie had something going on last week, and then Elizabeth had something going on this week. So I know that the wires got a little bit crossed, but I figured that you would not care, what night they came on. It would just be fun to get a chance to meet them, see them, visit them, ask them questions, maybe pick their brain, or just see what they're up to. All right. I know so many of you have followed Julie for a very long time, including me. I, even before I took over Art Foamies, and so, like, I already knew who she was, and I was so excited. I was like, oh, wow, Julie is an artist for Art Foamies. And I had already had the pleasure of meeting her in person when I got to go and be a guest on Make It Artsy. So it was really fun, and I'm really looking forward to visiting with her tonight and seeing all of you at the Zoom. All right, if you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know. I want to thank Em so much for being here tonight and fielding the questions so well. Yes, thank you. M knows more about it than I do. Yes, sometimes on the back of an foamy, you can see sort of a subtle little pattern. That's the wrong side. Obviously, the correct side is usually the side with the pattern. Although you can still, I've shared that many times with you that you can turn it over and use the back for shadow stamping or just for, sometimes you just want more of a solid, sort of outliney image, right? And that's the difference between just solid block art foamies and ones that have patterns and images etched into them. Yeah. All right. You know what, Catherine? I don't know. That's one of the things that we are going to ask her about because I have not heard anything about Make It Artsy. Not really sure what happened. So maybe it's something that we can find out. So these were demoed. I believe Bernadette that it was on the Zoom on the after party, on the launch of Julie's. So whatever date we launched Julie, which I believe was October 6th, if I'm not mistaken. I did share this piece and we talked about it, and then I think we also did a little bit in Daily Heart. I don't know the date. I'm sorry. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me this evening. Please come on over to the after party. We're going to share the link right now. Let's see, let me grab that Zoom link if I can here. Let's see. And it will start at 5, so we'll take about, I know you probably feel like you've been with me for a while here. But I got to find the link. Hold on. Can anybody do you know where that link is? Because I am having trouble finding it. Oh no, here it is now. Hold on. Let me go ahead and share this link. Make sure you all get it. I won't click off. Ashley, thank you so much. Thank everybody for coming here, for spending your Friday evenings with me, and just generally thinking art foamies are as fun as I do. I'm going to turn this camera back around just so I can say goodnight. Make sure that you all did get the link. It's also shared on our Facebook page. It is over on my Patreon page. I'm also going to share my Patreon link here so that all of you can go over and visit. Let me just make sure I got it correct. Because I do post a lot of digital downloads over there. There is free content. You can also, I believe you can sign up for a free trial if you'd like to give it a try. If you think that Art Foamy Fun is fun, then I think you'll like my Patreon too, because we do all sorts of this kind of thing. You just get lots more of me, lots more art foamies, lots more mixed media, lots more specials, So that's the deal. I love y'all to the moon and back. And you know the deal. Stay safe, stay sane, stay makey. And I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful, safe Halloween. And yeah, that's all I can think of. I'll see you on the Zoom. Bye, everyone.